Hola mga tostas, plantitos and mga plantitas. Today our topic is about grafting. What is grafting? Why are we grafting? And how do we do it? So, what is grafting? Well, grafting is connecting two different plants together. The other one, which is the scion, is feeding off from the rootstock. Scion, rootstock. So yeah, why do we do this? So that one, there are three basic reasons for me. One, so it will grow faster. Two, since the scion is away from the soil, it means it's a little bit protected from any infections, germs, bacteria, viruses coming from the soil. So it's a little bit away from the soil. So yes, it's away from infections. And three, finally, you will see that it has a different color. So yeah, there's a big chance that it will change color. It will turn into a variegated plant. So variegated means ka-ching ching ching. Anywho, what's the difference? So number one, faster. Why does it grow faster? So I just grafted this one like 6 months ago and see how it grows. The original plant is this one. It's a white crested euphorbia. So I used to buy I had this crested euphorbia like this one like 2 years ago. Now the growth is still like this, so it hasn't grown much. But when you graft it, see how fast it grows. So same as the gymnocalcium. It's a cactus. Gymnocalcium. The way it grows is, if I've had this gymno for like last 2 years ago, but it's not yet growing as much compared to the one grafted here, wherein in a year or so it could have this size. So you will notice that this has a different color, right? So that's number three. The original is this one. So for me, what are my reasons for grafting? Well, this was an accidental thing that happened to me, a long time, like few months ago. I forgot to, I've seen that the rootstock was rotting, and when it's rotting, it goes up to the roots, to the scion, which means it will also affect the scion. So I was like, okay, I need to take it out from the scion, and I just put it in a pot full of soil and forgot about it. A few weeks later, I realized, like this one, this was grafted, and then suddenly it's harder to take out now because it's already rooted inside. So coming from a graft, see, it used to be orange or light red. Now you can see green is coming out slowly. Why? Because they need chlorophyll. Why do they need chlorophyll? Because they need to make food. So when they're grafted, they get food from the rootstock. Here, this time around, they need to develop on their own. They need to make food on their own. So it's also developing green pigments there, which is the chlorophyll, so that they'll thrive. Yeah. Okay, so how do we graft? How do I graft? One is I choose a rootstock that is healthy enough to be able to support a scion. So this one I choose. This is a euphorbia. Today, one thing you need to note: euphorbia to euphorbia, cactus to cactus. You cannot have a cactus grown in a euphorbia. It will die. So today, my example will be a euphorbia. So this one, it's really, really strong enough, but the way it's growing now, it's bent. I don't like how it looks. So I decided to use this rootstock, and I'm gonna cut it from here. And then this one, I'm gonna dry it up and then grow it again, hoping it's gonna be a rootstock eventually. But for now, we're gonna use this one. Let's cut it over here. How do we do? What are the materials that we need? We have a knife, a cutter, alcohol, tissue, and Scotch tape. So first and foremost, alcohol is very important. It is very important that we sanitize our cutter and our scissors so that this won't have any infection somewhere in the graft. Alright, so and now I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna cut it somewhere over here. Yep. Do you think it's gonna be nice over here? Yeah, I think this one's nice enough. Okay, note, rootstock should be young enough that's easy to cut. You know it's old when it's so hard to do it. Okay, you notice me cutting, it's like doing a seesaw thingy. Not good. It's always good to have a kind of cut, a clean cut, like that. What's that? Like that. So I'm gonna do this one again because I felt I was doing this side. Don't do that. It's gonna be bad. See? Goody. Goody. Now, look at my rootstock. It's bent. It's a little bit hard to correct it. It's okay. It won't budge. So I'm not gonna touch it. So I'm just gonna have a nice horizontal cut over here, hoping it's gonna be nice enough. Yep, that was a nice cut, right? And then cut in the edge. Yep. Okay, cut over here. Yeah. Yep. And then I'm gonna slice it again, hoping to make a horizontal clean cut. Oh, good, good, good. Look, beautifully clean cut euphorbia. Yeah, see, beautiful. I'm gonna get from this white crested euphorbia. I'm just gonna look for something that isn't so look, I see this one. This one is looking really, really nice. So I'm just gonna cut it. Alrighty. One swift, clean cut. Yep. Okay. So with this one, you have to clean off the edges, the sides of that. Why? Why do we need to clean up the sides? Because normally a euphorbia and a cactus, when dry, they usually morph towards the inside. So when they morph, it means the cyan will detach from the rootstock. So we don't want that to morph. We just want it to connect. Okay, this one isn't horizontal, so I'm gonna make another cut. It's making it horizontal. Yep. Right. Make sure it's clean, the edges are out, so that they will stick together. The cyan will stick together. Okay. Clean. No more edges. Yeah. And then there. Ha! Wah-ha! Wah-wah-wah-wah-wah! Usually, and then we use a Scotch tape to make sure that it is attached. Usually, I put a Scotch tape first and stick it to the rootstock so that the cyan will be in place. And then one big Scotch tape towards the pot, like this. Another one. Oops, this is, see, it's too short. Should be long enough. Cha! To support. Why do we need to put the Scotch tape? One, to make sure that the cyan is secure. Two, so that when it's dry, is it sticking? Check, check, check. Okay, see that the cyan is sticking to the rootstock properly. Yeah, clean cut. clean. And then after this, put it in a not so full sun, but gets a bit of sun, so a little bit of shade for like 10 days. Let it dry, and then you can take out the Scotch tape after. Okay, so 10 days ago I was grafting these babies, and now is the time for me to take out the Scotch tape. So again, sanitize things. This would be the scissors. I usually like to sanitize it with alcohol before I remove it. It won't touch the cacti, but let's just make sure that things are sanitized. Right, so for example, this one. I usually use a Scotch tape so it's easier to remove. Make sure that they're not, how you call this? So remove the Scotch tape nicely. There you go. You've got the bottom. I'm gonna get out the top. Ah, okay. Sorry, you're not seeing it. Yada, yada, shada. All right. Yeah. Okay, one. Something else para a different color naman. This one. Okay. So if I don't want to use the Scotch tape, I'll just remove it slowly. Well, not really slowly, but you know, just make sure that the cyan will not get out from the rootstock. And tada! Yeah, can you see it? It's okay. It's doing really, really well. So what else? Another one. Ta-da! 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 What? So beautiful! Can you see it? It looks like it's nicely attached to the rootstock. It's already nicely, it's tight. I don't think it's gonna take out from the rootstock. Now, okay, right now I'm looking at everything. I'm just gonna give you an example so that this video won't be too long. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 4, 24, 25, 26, and 7, 30. I have 28 grafted plants here. So not everything is gonna be perfect. So I'm pretty sure something here has problems. Normally I have problems. Okay, this one is problematic. Why? The rootstock is, there's a little bit, the rootstock above is yellowish, which means the cyan is not growing too well. So I'm gonna scrap this off. I'm gonna redo this. Okay, so out of the 24, 25, 26, 27, 30, out of the 28 pots so far, I could see that, is this doing good? That almost everything is doing well so far, except that one and, well, this one. This one is not, because I was using 3 small cyans, really 3 small pups, which means, well, chances are really not high when you use very, very small pups. It's good that's a little bit, it's big enough so it's easier to attach to the rootstock. But the smallest so far that is successful, okay, this one is very small. This is the smallest one I have so far, and it looks like it's growing nicely. Yeah. So out of the 2 out of 28. Okay, my math is not so good, but yeah, let's just say 10%. A little less than 10%. It's not doing okay. So this one's okay. Let's just pray it's gonna grow nicely. So it's been 10 days. So if it looks like this, it means chances are it's gonna grow. What else? That's the smallest one. 3 out of 28. So yeah, it's gonna be 10% damage out of the 28, and that's fine. You know, you don't succeed every time. And well, I'm a non-professional gardener and non-professional grafter, so if I don't get 100%, that's fine with me. So this isn't doing well. So there's already 3 out of 28 pots that aren't doing well, but so far all the others are okay. I'm looking for small ones so that you'll see that even the small ones can be grafted. So this is a Rebutia, and it looks like it's growing nicely. It's just a different color. When it grows well, it's gonna be a little bit red. Yeah, it's growing okay. Okay, so what plant is this? This is a dragon fruit. You can actually use another rootstock, not just dragon fruit, but make sure it's a cactus to cactus, euphorbia to euphorbia. I usually use a dragon fruit because it's easily propagated and it's not so sensitive and it doesn't die right away. It doesn't die. Okay, done taking out the scotch tape from the grafted cacti. So out of the 28, there are 25 seemingly successful grafts and 3 of them not so good. So that's like 89% successful rate for a 10-day graft, and that is so not bad for a not so professional gardener and grafter. So let's pray it's gonna do okay. We'll know more if it's gonna grow well in the next 3 months or so. I'm gonna show you this. This isn't a dragon fruit. This is a mammillaria. Sorry. Can you see that? Yeah. I tried to graft a Rebutia on top of it. And it's looking really, really nice, right? Actually, when you have this like a sprout from the mother rootstock, you have to take it out so that it will grow nicely. But I don't want to take it out because, well, I just like it. It's so beautiful. Look at that. So beautiful. It looks like the rootstock isn't doing really, really well, but as you can see, they're still healthy, still growing. It's been like this for a while now. I've grafted this for like 1 year more than a year already. Still okay. So hopefully it's gonna last forever. One more thing. So this one was also grafted, and then I realized there were so many pups growing from the mother scion. So the rootstock was like bent over because of its weight. It could no longer carry the weight of the scion. So I just took out a portion of its from its rootstock, like cut it from over here, and then planted it here. It looks like it's growing really, 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 really beautifully, right? It's been like this for 3 months already, and it kept on growing. Yeah, so nice, so beautiful. So that's it, guys. Hope you learned something new today about grafting. This is your colorful mama, your not so professional gardener and vlogger, and this is my Hacienda de Terraza.